need to watch that again. Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome back to another live stream. This time, as you can see, once again we are playing LeafGreen version of Pokemon. And we'll dive right back into the action here. As today we're potentially going to explore Lavender Town, which is where we left off. There are some points of interest here, with the very creepy music playing in the background. And we have this Pokemon house, which I guess we'll go into first. There's some things that we can do here, and other things that we can't. And this is one of those instances of things we can't do. There's this character named Mr. Fuji, who we need to speak to, who will give us an item to help with those Snorlax that we've seen. Well, actually, I think we've only seen one so far, but spoiler, there's going to be two of them in the Kanto region. Let me see this book here. Interesting. I thought maybe that would be a book that like gives you a Pokedex entry or something. But alright. It's really nice. Apparently Mr. Fuji looks after abandoned Pokemon. It's very nice. Cute little Nidoran up there. But alright. Yes, this town is known as the gravesite of Pokemon. Which is why they replaced the Pokemon Tower with a radio tower in Gen 2. Oh gosh. It just sounds cursed. Do I believe in ghosts? Out of curiosity, we'll just say yes. So there are believers. Oh, okay. Thought she might have something more interesting to say. So we were told that we would need an item to see things. I forget exactly where we heard that information, but it would be relevant to our interests here at the Pokemon Tower. So I think I'll hold off on doing the Pokemon Tower for now. There's two more homes here, so we'll see what's inside. These horrible rockets. You deserve no mercy. Oh yes. Cubone mother. Oh yeah, actual death in the Pokemon series. That's very interesting. You don't see that these days. So, yeah, it's very unfortunate. Some crazy things happening at the Pokemon Tower that seem to be caused by old Team Rocket. Oh yeah, this is the Name Raiders, so change of pace with the tone of things, where all of a sudden the music's very upbeat and cheery. But this person will change the nicknames of the Pokemon that we have, and I don't think I'm going to be changing any names. I don't think I'll be using nicknames or anything like that. It's alright. Like I said, there's no point in going to the Pokemon Tower quite yet. So what we'll do instead is proceed forward. Now, again, more spoilers, but I have already fought this trainer here who has two Clefairy. You read that Clefairy evolves when it's exposed to a Moonstone. See, some of the information these trainers tell us is actually kind of useful, like back in the day, when maybe you didn't have easy access to the internet or guides and stuff like that. But anyway, we'll fight this old man. I'm rambling, well, I should say gaming dude. So this guy is, apparently. Which is, we've seen quite a few of these guys. They all seem to have, like, the same Pokemon. Anyway, I'm starting out with Gyarados here. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, because we're extremely over-leveled. Or at least it feels that way, I don't know. It's like I'm trying to think about what I could have done potentially differently, but it's like, well, when you fight all the trainers, this just tends to happen, like, no matter what. Oh, Roar, interesting. Brings out Wigglytuff. Oh, I don't know if I like that. But hey, at least Wigglytuff is not intimidated, so it has its full attack power. Vulpix, so yeah, I'm fine keeping Wigglytuff out for Vulpix. You want the Wigglytuff, we will give the Wigglytuff. Alright, so thankfully only 2 hits there. Good stuff. That takes care of that guy. Okay, so we can go forward in two different ways. There's the obvious path. There's also the I guess, grass patch here. Oh, I don't have a Pokemon with cut. Oh, this kind of ruins the surprise here. Because you can find Vulpix here. And I played ahead, and I got myself a Vulpix. And I trained it up to level 21. So Vulpix is the new member of my team, which I'm quite pleased about. I trained it up to level 21 because that's when it learns Confuse Ray. So during the process of training it up and kind of catching it up to the rest of the team, I replaced Roar and Tail Whip with Will-O-Wisp and Confuse Ray. Not necessarily respectively, but like in the opposite order. Doesn't really matter. We have Will-O-Wisp, Confuse Ray, and then of course Ember and Quick Attack. And welcome the Mook. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. So actually I'm going to go back to the PC and get rid of the Pikachu and get our Meowth back that knows cut. So I'm going to see if I can go like as far as I can in the journey without teaching an HM-like cut to one of my main team members. So if I really have to, then I could just teach that to Sandslash. I think that would be fine. Okay, so let's replace the Pikachu, which I had because it knew Flash. And I don't really need Flash anymore. Oh, very nice Mook. Hell yeah. Getting some GTA 5 action going there. That's good, man. Alright, let's cut this down with old Meowth. So in this patch of grass, we do have some berries. Because you can faintly see like the little squiggle lines in between some of these spots. So I'll just pick these up real quick. I'm not sure if there are other hidden items necessarily, but in this little patch of grass we can find Sandshrew, which is kind of cool. Don't really need a Sandshrew though. Oh no, it's all good, Mook. It is good to hear though about your GTA 4 and GTA 5 exploits. Some good stuff, man. Looks like there's only a handful of berries here, so yeah. Hey, there's the Vulpix. I was hoping that we would run into one, and then I would like announce, oh, but wait a minute, we actually have a Vulpix of our own. But not planning ahead very diligently kind of screwed that little surprise over. Anyway, let's go back to this side and just continue on. So we got the berries in there. And let's see. Alright, so Super Nerd Glenn has some nice Grimers and Mucks for us. So I think what I'll do is, as we're kind of moving forward, I'll be like kind of switch training the Vulpix to get it some experience, because Vulpix can be very handy for the upcoming gym, since Lavender Town does not have a gym. Yeah, of course, Minimize doing what it does. Oh, and now, oh, our bite has been disabled. Yeah, the thing about Grimer and Muck, they're a bit bulky, a bit more bulky than you would kind of think. So I know I could have gone with Tackle again, but I prefer the slight increase in accuracy that Dragon Rage gives. Oh yeah, Bite is still disabled. I guess we'll just spam Dragon Rage then. Because I feel like Muck would really resist the tackles that we can use. Damn, that's a lot of XP. Alright, we'll keep Gyarados out here. Seems to be doing some good work against these. Grimer and the Muck. Ooh, there we go. There's some flinches. There's quite a few flinches. Nice. Oh my gosh, 3 flinches in a row. Oh, that's awesome. Alright. There you go, Gyarados. Hell yeah. It's very nice. Alright. So speaking of switch training, let me get the good old Vulpix out. Because I feel like we're going to start seeing bikers now that we have a bike, and so they tend to have, like, coughing and stuff like that. But okay, this looks like a double battle, but I don't think that there are double battles in this game. Let me get the Gyarados up here at the top, actually. Oh yeah, the grilled cheese and the, what was it, cheesecake that one day? Oh, it is a double battle. Okay, cool. Dare I say that the Clefairy and Jigglypuff don't really stand a chance here. But we shall see. I guess it doesn't really matter what Vulpix does, because I don't think it's really going to do much. It's like, I feel like both of these Pokemon can be pretty annoying, because they both like know Sing, and of course Minimize. Okay, that's not too bad. Felt like that could have been a bit worse, especially if they had Metronome or something like that. Okay, that's actually pretty tactical using Follow Me, because now I targeted Jigglypuff with Bite, but Bite will actually hit Clefairy instead. Oh yeah, that rollout did nothing. Cool. Well, if it uses Follow Me again, I guess it's fine. But, yeah, it's actually a pretty good strat. If you want rollout to just continuously go off, then, yeah, having the Clefairy draw attacks towards it, it's not a bad idea. And it's even, like, smart in, like, who it decided to attack. Gyarados is probably the larger threat. Ooh, man. Getting kind of nervous by that. Thankfully, we're not too far away from the Pokemon Center, because I think I'll go and heal up after this. And they're twin power, yeah, right? And I know we have the bike, which I mentioned because we'll see bikers a bit more often, but it's like, I kind of don't like using the bike. Prefer running around. It seems like I'm able to control the character a bit better. Alright, so with that taken care of, we will continue forward. Alright, so we fought those two. Oh, yes, this. Okay, I guess that works. School is fun, but so are Pokemon. Yeah, this is kind of weird. This, like, creepy dude standing around these girls. Okay, it's just a super nerd. Alright, he's fine, I think. Okay. So against coughing, I guess we'll go with Gyarados. I just feel like all these poison types are annoying, because they'll use, like, Smog and stuff. When are we going to get more Rockstar content, or more specifically GTA? I think they announced the GTA 6 date. So, probably around then. Alright, let's go with Dragon Rage here. Okay, nice level up. Cool. Just sending a text real quick. There we go. Oh, about my channel? I don't know. I don't know when I'll Probably once I'm done with this game, I'll play some Red Dead 2. That's kind of the plan. Which I think we're close to being halfway done with this game, so yeah, it'll probably be sooner rather than later. Alright, well, with the Nidoran, yeah, Vulpix is still a bit too weak for fighting on its own. See, I'm nervous now about Poison Point potentially poisoning Gyarados. It's like I really don't want to run back to the Pokemon Center again. Alright, so Nidorina, interesting. I don't think we've seen a Nidorina yet. Send out Vulpix again. Get us some more experience. I suppose something I could do is Will-O-Wisp and Confuse Ray. No, I won't, though. It's like, Vulpix is probably not strong enough to handle Nidorina's attacks, sadly. Yeah, especially with some tail whip action going on there. Yeah, there's the poison. And that was bound to happen at some point. As long as we fight through it and get more flinches, then I think we'll be good. Okay. I mean, I think this is only the 4th stream for Pokemon, so I don't think we'll hit 10 for this game. Okay. I think before going back to the Pokemon Center, we could probably fight the rest of these trainers, no problem. But do I do it with Vulpix? Let's try this. Let's go for Will-O-Wisp. And let's see how much damage this does. Damn, 17. It's gonna do less now that we've used Will-O-Wisp. Alright, let's try... Oh man, we flinched. Try Confuse Ray again, maybe? There we go. Some nice animations for these moves. Haven't seen these animations in a while. Alright, sadly, I'm not going to keep Vulpix out there. It's just not strong enough. I guess we'll just send out Wigglytuff for now. Just get some pounds spam there. Really? Wow, that Meowth is like faster than me? Interesting. I know Wigglytuff isn't that fast, but I would have assumed it'd be faster than the Meowth. Oh well. So another Meowth. I won't get all fancy with the Vulpix this time. I'll just kind of speed things up. Oh yeah, man, it's no problem. Yeah, I'll just kind of play whatever I feel like playing, I suppose. I don't think I'm a large enough channel to where it really matters that much to stick to one game or whatever. Well, actually, I'm definitely not one of those types of channels. So yeah, I had the urge to play some Pokemon, so I ended up playing some Pokemon, you know? Alright. Damn, this person still has some more. It's like their 4th Meowth. Or I guess their 3rd Meowth. Feels like longer, but I guess it's because the Vulpix, like I was toying around with Will-O-Wisp and Confuse Ray, so it felt longer than it than it really has been. Now, unfortunately for this trainer, it's like they're using all these payday, but it's like they're not going to get any money from this. It's a shame that their paydays don't influence how much money I get from this battle. Oh, and that's my controller. Ah, the damn analog pocket striking again. Alright. So what I'm going to have to do is remove the analog pocket from the docking station and then put it back in. So the stream will probably cut out for a moment. Let me get the fancy image here. Alright, there we go. Alright, that froze that, which makes sense. We unplug that. And then plug that back in. And place that back there. And now we are back. Okay. I think. And then that's when it's like I save my game, turn it off, and then it just deletes my save file for some reason. Alright, well, I'm glad that got sorted. Because the last time that happened on stream, my entire save file just crapped itself. Alright, even though that Pidgey's level 19, we're still gonna have to switch out. And I keep meaning to get that item off of Meowth down there. Because off-screen, when I was training up the Vulpix, I did end up getting a nugget. So that's $5,000 right there. You know what? I feel like... Oh, reading switched out. Well, this works too. I feel like if I would have used rollouts, it actually would have hit through the sand attack. Because it tends to do that for some reason. I get very lucky when using rollouts, compared to other moves when I get hit by sand attack or other accuracy losing moves. Alright, we could just switch out after this. Yeah, quick attack's not going to do anything. Alright, especially against the Pikachu, we'll switch out. So, I don't mind switching between Vulpix and Sandshrew for this. I think this will still be fine. This good old Sand Slash resists the Electric-type moves. But watch, it's gonna get paralyzed when Dig lands because of static. That's how it always works. Except against Lieutenant Surge, surprisingly. Alright, cool. We've avoided the RNG there. Perfect. Oh, very nice mac and cheese. Hell yeah. I love eating mac and cheese with like bits of like crispy chicken cut up and thrown in there. It's very tasty. Guess we'll switch back to Wigglytuff now. Since I don't think we'll get Whirlwinded or Ward out of here once again. Okay, Nidoran male. I don't want Vulpix in on that, because it doesn't really need the the effort values that come with a Nidoran male. Ooh, so will Poison Points take effect here? Yeah, we'll just use Dig, that's fine. Alright, that takes care of that. And then Meowth, yeah, we'll do some more switch training. Don't see why not. And then we'll send out Sand Slash. My celebratory chili? I don't think so. Celebratory chili. Did I ever have celebratory chili? I don't remember that. Okay, so we are poisoned and we have these freaks. So let's head back to the Pokemon Center. And funnily enough, I think those bikers, like I said before, have like more poison types. Ah, Gyarados fainted. That's too bad. Oh yeah, and I can take this down off my computer now. It's a shame I don't have like a psychic type to take out those poison types super quickly. From Wendy's. It's like I've gone to Wendy's before. Oh wow, PP up, hell yeah. But I don't remember saying that I ever got their chili. Although I don't mind their chili cheese fries. Those are pretty tasty. Okay, let's get Gyarados back up there. I know I put Sand Slash, but yeah, we'll just roll with Gyarados for now. But yeah, typically, like, from Wendy's, I'll usually get, like, the, what is it, like, some 4x8 meal or something? It's like $8 for, like, a side of chicken nuggets, a burger, fries, and a drink. Or if I'm feeling extra gluttonous, I'll go ahead and get a Baconator or something like that. But I don't remember talking about chili, though. Said you stopped by Wendy's when you found out you had the day off before. Oh yeah, but that doesn't mean I got the chili, though. Because I don't remember saying I got the celebratory chili. Because that does sound like something like I would say, but I don't remember saying it, though. So I don't know. Unless I was referring to the chili cheese fries and I wasn't being specific. Maybe that could have been it. But I don't know. Oh yeah, that's what it's called. It's like the Biggie bag. Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, we've been disabled there with the old disable attack by Grimer. Okay, so thankfully no poison shenanigans going on there. I feel like this is gonna lead to somewhere. Yeah, there's some old guy up there, okay. And another biker, of course. Yeah, well then maybe I did say it, but I don't remember saying it. So, yeah. Because I typically don't get their chili. I've tried it before, like just by itself, but it's like, I don't know, it just needs something else. It's very plain. Which is probably why I'm not totally against their chili cheese fries. They're not too bad. Okay. It's like I'm not switching between Vulpix and Gyarados here, because it's like, I don't know, these Pokemon are gonna be very annoying to deal with if I switch. Yeah, because there's Sludge there. Nasty. Okay. I think these are the last biker guys. Yeah, so we'll switch out now. And we'll get Vulpix back in on the action. Because it needs to level up. I'd like to get it to level 29 at some point soon. Because it learns Flamethrower at level 29. Yeah, it could have been a joke. Because sometimes my jokes do get taken seriously by people. Like, I'll see that. Well, not these days, but I used to see that in, like, comment sections where people would think that I was being serious about something. So yeah, it could have been something like that. Which actually, all this talk about Wendy's is making me hungry for Wendy's. I haven't had Wendy's in a few weeks, actually. So, They are luring me in. So with coughing, yeah, we'll keep saying slash out, whatever. It's totally fine. So let's just go with Rock Slide, because coughing has Levitate, so Dig will not affect it. Which is too bad, because Ground would be super effective against Poison. Now it's going to resist Brick Break, but we're close enough, you know, with its health being low, to knocking it out to where Brick Break is fine. Voltorb, yeah, let's get Vulpix back out there. And yeah, we'll get Wigglytuff some XP. Because there's actually something I'm going to get for Wigglytuff that's going to make it hopefully a bit of a powerhouse. And potentially very helpful for the upcoming gym. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. Oh, I didn't quite see what that was. We'll switch back to Vulpix. I saw MA, so this is either Machop or Magnemite or something. Okay, it's Magnemite. I should have assumed because of the other electric types. Actually, Vulpix might be able to handle this one. Let's see. Alright, so far so good. Damn Supersonic. I was about to get pretty excited here. Can you fight through the Supersonic? Damn it. At least it has pretty low attack, so it's not going to hurt itself too badly. Oh, man. Oh, and Sonic Boom hits. That's such garbage, man. Of course. Well, let's send out Wigglytuff. I mean, yeah, this game can be pretty epic at times. I think with the boss fights, it's especially interesting, but yeah, these are just like random trainers right now. So it's nothing too crazy. Alright, there's Wigglytuff, level 29. Damn you, Aiden. I actually really do need to go back to the Pokemon Center. It's like, I hate constantly doing this, but we have the ability to do so. So I will continue doing it. To heal up. So actually, I think this next battle is like the last battle until we get to town. Actually, you know what? We can go in the Pokemon Tower. Because I was thinking, the thing that, like, we need an item to see something in the Pokemon Tower. But that item becomes, like, the thing that we use the item on is, like, super high up in the tower. So we could go in here, like, right now. I think I'll do that, since we're here anyway. Let's switch Wigglytuff back up in the front. I'm not sure how well this is going to go, but yeah, let's see. Came to pray for my dearly departed Clefairy. Oh yeah, more death in the Pokemon series. Oh, Gaz! Hell yeah. What's going on, Gaz? I get moist when Gaz arrives because he's a big Pokemon fan. You're just in time. We're paying our respects to the deceased Pokemon who lost their lives eating too much Wendy's chili. Yeah, I'm fine with Vulpix being up in front. Oh yeah, and you're just in time, Gaz, for the fight against Pez, the name of my rival now. She asks if her Pokemon is dead. Hey, it's alive. At least make them faint. Oh, jeez. It's very poor taste, what Pez is doing here. Challenging us to a fight in a place where we're meant to pay our respects to Pokemon who have passed away. It's very Pez-coded, I think. Alright. So, with this Pidgeotto, I feel like it's going to use Whirlwind on us, so I guess we should brace ourselves for that. But you said, not much, man. Bing chillin'. Love me some Pokemans. Yeah, very nice. Alright, we faced many sand attacks on our Wigglytuff. And Rollout still hits. This has happened quite a few times so far. So I'm quite pleased by that. Oh man, Rollout hitting again too. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Fantastic stuff there by Wigglytuff. We don't even need Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. We could just use Rollout for the rest of the game, apparently. Alright, Pez is going to use Gyarados. Yeah, we should probably switch out at this point. Interestingly, I wouldn't mind using our own Gyarados against Gyarados. You know? You know what? I'm going to do that. I will use our own Gyarados. Actually, I'm curious about something. Yeah, Gyarados gives 2 attack effort values, which is kind of cool. Alright, now this might sound stupid because we're going to switch into Sand Slash now. I mostly wanted to use my Gyarados to intimidate his Gyarados as it thrashes around. We'll use Rock Slide on it, because this is super effective. So we lowered its attack stat, and we flinched it, which is even cooler. Now we'll knock it out. Nay, level 29 for our Gyarados. Oof. Alright, Execute. Interesting, Execute. It's like I hope that Vulpix can handle this, but I know it's quite weak. So, we'll see what happens against the Execute. They're both level 23, which is kind of cool. Let's confuse Ray, because we definitely outspeed this thing. Ivysaur. Yeah, Ivysaur was a good option back there against the Gyarados, too. This Razor Leaf would have done neutral damage to it. Ooh, we've been seeded. That's not good. Let's try... Well, no, Will-O-Wisp doesn't really matter. Let's just attack. See what happens. Yes, the little fox. Oh, Hypnosis! Oh, wow. That's a 60% accurate move. Now we have fallen asleep. Alright, I'm gonna switch out. Poor Vulpix just does not get any luck with this type of thing. But I think Wigglytuff should be fine just using Pounds on Execute. Yeah, especially if it's going to hit itself in Confusion. That's perfect. We'll just chip away with Pounds. Hey, there we go. Very nice. Get some nice experience for the Vulpix too. Oh, Kadabra. This one's a bit sinister. It's like I want Vulpix to get some experience from this. So I will send out Vulpix here. And exactly, Gaz. It's the old Firestone that'll get this thing to evolve. Alright, we'll swap out. We'll see if Wigglytuff can handle an attack from Kadabra. I know it's level 20, and we're 29, but, you know, Kadabra can still pack a punch. So, let's see here. 86 to 64, so 22 damage. That's not bad. Oh, and it used Disable on us, of course. Well, all we have is Rollout, and our accuracy is lower, because it's using Kinesis on us. Which is a really cool move, by the way. I like how it incorporates its spoon into an attack animation. And you see, by complementing the move, it made it to where it had no effect on us, because we ended up hitting anyway, right? Alright, we'll let Rollout continue here against Pez's Charmeleon. Alright, not bad. Half damage there. That's nice. Oh, but we've been burned. That's going to lower our attack indirectly. Or I guess that would be directly. What am I saying? Oh, and that's the end of Wigglytuff. That's unfortunate, because that's a lot of experience just kind of gone now. We'll send out Vulpix. Just for the XP. For the experience. And then we'll switch out Ivysaur. Or switch in Ivysaur. Yeah, because it wouldn't use a Fire-type move on Vulpix. I wouldn't think anyway. Alright, let's go with Razor Leaf. Yes, I have joined the Pokemon, yes. Interesting. Okay, so it just outsped us, that's why we're kind of on the brink of destruction here. Alright, so that takes care of old Pez. Oh, we just caught a Cubone, apparently. Oh, no, it's fine. It is, well, see, that is kind of a thing, though. Like, he does mention you quite a bit. It's kind of strange. But, yeah. Anyway, yes, exactly. And yes, thank you for the GG there, Gaz. Because that was kind of close. We would have been fine even if Ivysaur got knocked out, but... Alright, let's go heal up. I mean, you know, it's hard not to have Owl on the mind, to be honest, right? Winky smiley face. And by the way, there is someone that passed by the stream on TikTok, and their name was My Dixie Wrecked. Good lord. Well, but they spelled it out like My Dixie, like D-I-X-Y, and then Wrecked, W-R-E-K-T. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Reminds me, there was someone when we were playing... Well, again, I always say we, but when I was playing Red Dead 1, there was someone with a very silly name. Like, it was great, though. It was like Moist Michael or something. Or like Sloppy Sanders. I don't know. They had some kind of name like that. And I really appreciated that name, too. Oh yeah, the Sylph Scope. Yeah, so that's the item that we need. And we were told about that. Again, I don't remember exactly where, but someone told us about that Sylph Scope. And how the old Sylph Co will be somewhere we'll eventually need to go. It's probably Cola again. No, that's just a random... okay, so all we're gonna see in here are Ghastly. So I guess we'll just switch between Vulpix and Wigglytuff for now. Tons of exciting switch training, which will get especially annoying because of these Confuse Ray. Wigglytuff the champ, still fighting through. Oh, and it's using Curse. Yeah, that's kind of scary, actually. Especially if this thing has more than just one. Yeah, okay. Oh, gosh. I tried using Curse again. So what Curse does is it takes out a quarter of our health every turn. And so it's like a very extreme burn or poison. But it's at the expense of half the health of the Pokemon that uses Curse. So funnily enough, if these things are going to spam Curse on us, maybe it would be best to keep Vulpix out there. Yeah, well, it's a shame we can't quite do that halfway damage amount, but we came pretty close there. So this seems to be maybe the way to go with these Ghastly. And hey, Vulpix ends up getting more experience that way. Level 24 already, hell yeah. I would love for this thing to get to level 29 before we get to Erica's gym, because I would like to use Vulpix for Erica's gym. Oh, there's an item up there. That curse animation is cursed, and the sound effect for it is kind of creepy too, to be honest. Now, speaking of cursed things, you find ghosts in here. So we need an item to identify what these ghosts are, which is kind of unfortunate because they're all ghastly, as you can hear from the sound effect that plays from the ghosts appearing. And it's like, you know, it'd be really nice to special attack EV Train, of course, on these things. Also, I noticed the text that these trainers have is a little weird too. They're making gurgling noises or something. It's a little odd. Oh man, we're so close to that halfway point. It's very, very annoying. When I looked up the calculations for this Vulpix, it has some of the worst IVs for all of its stats except hit point. But I was like, you know what? Let's just go with it. Let's see what happens. And then this is what happens, where we can't even get half damage on Ghastly. Because if we did, then something funny happens, where we take out half of Ghastly's health with Ember. And then it uses Curse that takes up the remaining half of its health. So it just knocks itself out. Okay. All of these trainers have Ghastly, by the way. Gengar is a trait evolution, though, right? Yes, it is. And I could theoretically get that, because I do have my Fire Red cartridge somewhere. I think it's in the other room. But, yeah, I could pull that out. And, oh, Spite. Interesting. Because, I do have a spare Game Boy. So I remember trading some things between Coliseum and my Emerald save file. I think it was Emerald. Which we will switch, because I'm not sure how Curse is going to work here. Yeah, we'll just send out Wigglytuff for now. Because So I remember I caught a shiny Slugma in Colosseum a few years ago, and I traded that onto my Emerald save file, my main Emerald save file. Alright, so we'll switch back to Vulpix as it tries using Spite on us. Yes. I guess now it could use that. Oh, we burned it, so yes, please use Curse. Oh, it's using Nightshade. Nightshade's pretty good for a Ghastly at this point, because it does like a fixed amount of damage. And there's not much that Ghastly can really do damage with at this point. The Shadow Ball, or any Ghost-type moves, would be physical moves. And same with Poison. Poison moves are physical in this gen. Yeah, Shiny Slugma's awesome. I'm a big fan, too. Alright, speaking of big things... Nah, I don't know. That's kind of a weird segue. We're going to use a potion on Vulpix here. Alright, that should be okay for now. But yeah, I love the silver look to it. It's really nice. Yeah, man, Vulpix is awesome. I even love Alolan Vulpix. I think that's a very good regional variant of a Pokemon. Oh, another burn. Look at that. Oh, but another Spite. Those potions might have been in vain. They've been all... well, was that correct there? Geez, I gotta stop using words. Just keep it simple. The potions might have been for naught. Because if I run out of PP for Ember, then I may as well just go back to the Pokemon Center. Alright, more creepy ghosts. If you can own, if you could own any Pokemon in a realistic way, it would be Vulpix. Yeah, Vulpix is a good one. It'd be like having a little miniature dog running around the place. Because I remember as a kid, I used to really wish that was a thing, and mine would have been like Growlithe. And I think it would still be Growlithe if I were to pick one. Although I guess I could go with Torchic, even though I'm not like a farmer. I don't really have, a plot of land for it. Imagine having a Groudon in the backyard. I believe you mean Groundon, Gas, right? There was someone in our friends group who would say Ground on. I don't remember who that was. Might have been Pez, actually. But he might have just been being a dick. Just saying it, just to say it. Oh yeah, that's right. Pez says Groudon. That's right. with his accents, forcing certain pronunciations. Oh, there's that Sakio guy in TikTok who passed by. I don't know if you're here or not. I never know if you're actually here, Sakio, but if you are, I love your profile picture. Could have been the Solomon guy. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that would have been Yoga. So it actually could have been Yoga, yeah. He could have been the one that said that. So I'm nervous about the confusions, but we'll go for it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's right. They both have the same name. That's right. No. I saw all your comments, because you could see the swearing comments if you have live chat selected. So no, I know. I saw everything you posted. Alright, so we can learn in prison, but I don't think that'll be too useful with Vulpix. Yeah, we'll stop learning in prison. I know there's a scenario in Ruby Sapphire and Emerald where in prison can kind of be useful on a Gardevoir when you're fighting Tate and Liza, or Liza. And I forget if that little section in the middle of this room is like a healing platform. I know in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee that's the case, but I don't know if it works the same here. Entered the purified and protected zone. Hey, look at that. Awesome. Oh, and the cleanse tag. Which I think the cleanse tag makes it to where we encounter less Pokemon. It's like having Intimidate. Yeah, repels wild Pokemon. So it decreases encounters. That's really nice. I think Meowth had something. Yeah, let's take this item. The Aspear Berry. Cool. Your husband's name is Eric, and he's also good at Pokemon. Oh, that's a very nice coincidence. But yes, my name is Eric. Yeah, that's very coincidental. But that's awesome, though, that he's good at Pokemon. Some good stuff. And then he asked if you can name one after him. Well, it'd be kind of like naming one after myself then, I guess, right? I guess I could do that. I could rename, like, my Ivysaur or something. And thank you for the follow, by the way. Yeah, that's awesome. But, yeah, I mean, I could probably do that. Oh, that's right, Al. We can name it Eric. Because actually, Al, who is the one in the YouTube chat now, he calls me Eric quite a bit. And oh, darn, Curse didn't knock it out. I guess Ember didn't do enough damage. But yeah, we can, I mean, we're in the town now that has the name raider. So, yeah, we could potentially do that. He always names his muse Meep in, like, every game. Well, that's cool. It's like reincarnating the same, like, Pokemon. It continues on in each game in spirit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, and I forgot to read your other comments, Al and Gaz. I should say daggone it, like Rob Wheathoff. Yes, from Red Dead 1. Because we were talking about Rob Wheathoff. You mentioned his excitement when he's playing through, whatchamacallit, when he's playing through Red Dead. When he finds this treasure chest that has like $10 in it. And it's like a treasure chest that he always goes to for some reason at the McFarlane's ranch. It's like under a bridge. But oh, I'm just so disappointed by the Vulpix here and its low special attack. But let me see. Yeah, I tend to not like swearing too much. But it's fine if you guys end up swearing. I don't really have a big problem with that. You played Let's Go and you... Thank you for the follow over on TikTok. The husband Eric has entered the chat. Oh, nice. We have the complete couple watching now. That is awesome stuff. And I should name my Ivysaur after us, Eric. Oh, that's very cool. I'll try to like advance forward a little bit and then catch up with chat like during the battles. It's like I was just on autopilot during that battle back there. But it's like we're only facing Ghastly, so it's really not a big deal. Just spamming Ember with Vulpix, trying to get it leveled up a little bit so we can use it during Erica's gym. Which there's another Eric right there. But let's see. You played Let's Go... Oh yeah, that's right, Gaz. When you were playing Let's Go, you named your team after like our friends group, which was pretty cool. I was the Blastoise. Oh yeah, that's right. I was your starter. That's some cool stuff. Well, that Ghastly went down pretty easily. Again, I'm not paying too much attention to the gameplay. And also, thank you for the likes, by the way. It's very nice of you to send those over. And then... You're not sure what the origin of Eric is. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just like one day, Owl, you ended up calling me that. I think that was like back when we first started voice calling, like in 2017. And oh, we have a Haunter here. Let's use Confuse Ray of our own here to throw off this Haunter. And then watch it not even get affected by confusion at all. I guess we shall see. Yeah, as it uses Spite. That's totally fine. Will-O-Wisp is interesting. I'm actually going to switch out. And it's like, what do I switch out to? I guess Gyarados, because it has Bite. We'll use Gyarados here. You think you just wanted to give me a nickname, so you messed around with my name. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That is a very Owl thing to do. Just spontaneous creations of nicknames. And then Rob Wheathoff, yeah, it's bad because he's, yeah, well, exactly right. And actually, I saw a TikTok of Rob Wheathoff where... Oh, what was that? Oh, he sent dolphins! Oh, well, thank you for sending over those dolphins on, or a dolphin on TikTok. It's very nice of you to send that over. Because I got confused by the soundbite playing there. I was like, whoa, what just happened? And a Let 'em Cook. Very nice. It's very, very kind of both of you to be hanging out and sending those over and liking the stream. It's very, very awesome. And Al, you would love this because your voice keeps playing over there on TikTok because of those things that are being sent over. Alright. But yeah, the TikTok thing that I saw of Rob Wheathoff, it's like he was very excited by that treasure chest. There was a clip where he said that he felt like such a pro gamer by finding that chest because it's off the beaten path, and etc, etc. Like, he was just very joyous about it. Alright, I think we only have a few more floors that we can actually, like, properly explore. Eventually we'll hit a roadblock and we'll have to leave this place. But we do have an escape rope. And then, let's see. You remember back in the day, a guy messaged you, and was like, man, me and my wife were laughing our asses off at your Resident Evil Let's Play. And it's like one of those comments you ever remember. Well, I'm going to be honest, it's like, this is pretty memorable here. So I might be in the same boat as you, Al, where I'll remember this couple. The Eric couple. Even though the Liver Giver was here first. But, you know, I'll remember both of them. They'll be what would the word be? Encapsulated in my memory. And actually, oh, Al will like this. The Liver Giver is mentioning that the husband Eric goes crazy for Resident Evil. So there's even more of a connection there. There's an appreciation for Resident Evil from the couple. Oh, that's some good stuff. Well, I mean, maybe, Al, it's the same folks. Could you imagine if they were the same people as the ones that commented on your channel, Al? And let's see. The other guy was in Haiti. Remember, if you catch Snorlax, name it Big Gaz. Yes. Another one for Juice. Yes, that's right, Juice for Josh. Yes. Like Swoosh. Yeah, he was very excited for that. Excited for Resident Evil 9. Oh, I actually accidentally used the same word there. To answer the question, excited for Resident Evil 9. Me personally, I'm not a Resident Evil fan, unfortunately. So I cannot relate to the excitedness or the excitement expressed for Resident Evil. So I think the only Resident Evil game I've seen or played was like Resident Evil 5 on the Xbox 360. I had some friends who came over back in high school, came over to my house, and they played it on my Xbox, and I watched them play. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I never really expanded on that, though. I never got into it. And I'll go down here and get this real quick. Oh, nice, an X accuracy. Cool. Yeah, Rob Wheathoff is a really good dude. And then you'd like to go back and play Resident Evil for the PS1. Yeah, it's easier now than ever to play those old games. Nice 16-year-old Gaz got that years and years ago. That's pretty cool. Nice little core memory there. And thank you for sending over the "It's Corn" emoji there. Very cool. Well, 28 of those. Oh my gosh. Which I just kind of realized something. It's like, I'm kind of spoiling that. Because I can see it, like, popping up one by one on my chat. Like, little information thing. But then on the stream it pops up afterward. So I should probably contain myself a little bit. But yeah, that's awesome stuff. Thank you so much for the gifts that you've been sending over, Eric, the husband Eric. It's very, very nice. I'm glad both of you have been enjoying the stream to want to do that. It's very nice. It's Cown. Interesting, Gaz. Alright, I think we're almost done here with the Pokemon Tower for now. Obviously, we do have to come back here once we get the Sylph Scope. But that won't be for a little while, because we do have a lot of things to do in Celadon City. I'm sure if DL was here, he would go crazy for the good old casinos that we're about to head into. Which actually, it's like these days, I don't even bother with the like slot machines and stuff. It's like I'll just buy all of the coins I need for items and TMs. So actually, there's quite a few items that I would like to purchase. Oh yeah, so this is the roadblock. Begone, intruders. As we have a level 30 ghost. And so sadly, there's nothing we can really do. We can't get past that. And I'm curious if Dig will end up getting us out of here. Ooh, item. Let's get this item first. A rare candy from Meowth. Oh my gosh. We got a PP up earlier, and now a rare candy. And before the stream, off stream, when I was catching and training up my Vulpix, I got a nugget from Meowth. Oh yeah, we can use Dig. Oh, that's awesome. Well, probably not awesome for the graves, but, you know, being able to dig out of here, that's not bad. I believe it was this house that has the, like, abruptly cheery music in the middle of everything. But yeah, we'll change the nickname for the old Ivysaur, because I figure it's our starter. Yeah, so let's change this. I typically don't use nicknames these days, but yeah, I don't mind doing this. Is there a dash? Select others. There is a dash. Okay, perfect. And we'll keep it consistent with like how names are in this generation. So yeah, we'll go with Eric there. As a bit of a combination of ideas, naming it after husband Eric, and also using the nickname that Al uses for people named Eric. Yes, exactly. W's in the chat for Eric. And actually, the Liver Giver, like, would you want to... Or the Liver Giver? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But not sure if you want maybe a Pokemon named after yourself? Or if you're fine with just the Eric representation. And thank you for more likes there in the TikTok chat. It's very, very nice. Alright. suppose in the meantime, though, because we'll be back in Lavender Town, but I'm going to heal up, because I think I need to heal up. And then we will finally move forward past this area. So we have a second underground path that has hidden items in there. That we'll have to run through. And actually, there's an old guy that we didn't fight yet. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to heal up. And maybe come back to that guy. And then I never came back to that guy. So, yeah, let's fight him. Let's put him into submission. You may name one Banana for me, since your name is Hannah. Oh, Hannah's a nice name. But yeah, Banana then. We can go with Wigglytuff. Because actually, you know what? Well, actually, even the Vulpix, because they're both female, and the Gyarados, so there's actually quite a few options, I just realized. Which one would be good for Banana? I kind of like calling a Gyarados Banana. Like, that would be kind of a fun idea. Because it's just such this, it's such an intimidating Pokemon. But then it's like, well, it's just called Banana, you know? It's a very cutesy nickname for a very ferocious-looking Pokemon. Yes, please, to the Gyarados, I'm assuming, then. Alright. Yeah, we could do that. And worst-case scenario, like, if you want it changed to a different Pokemon, then, yeah, we could change it. Because the good old Name Raider does not charge for us using his services. So yeah, Gyarados, it's a decent nickname. But yes, let's change that. To good old Banana. Banana the Gyarados. Alright. I love that. Let's just see them side by side here. Yeah, there we go. Eric and Banana. The circle is complete now. Oh yeah, of course, it's no problem. No, both of you folks have been quite kind, actually, so yeah, I have no problem doing that. Probably beyond kind at this point. Just very, very nice to have both of you in chat there. And also, I still don't know what you mean, though, Gaz, by town. And welcome back, the Mook. I'm actually going to mute to clear my throat because my voice is doing that weird thing. So I'll be right back, but I'll still be playing. I'm just going to grab some water. See, it's like I didn't jump straight into streaming when I woke up, so I thought, oh, I'd be okay today. But nope. It's like I really gotta be up for a few hours, I think. Or do some vocal exercises or something like that. Alright, so let's go back. Again, we're still like switch training here. So I think this might be the best way to do this. Yeah, the Poliwag got destroyed by Eric there. That Razor Leaf is very ferocious, I'd say. Much like the Banana the Gyarados. And then, what's going on here? Yes, it is horse, not horsed. You in Clear Throat, I've been there, yes. Yeah, see, you can relate. Well, that's... Well, I mean, I don't know, that's not necessarily, you know, I'm not gonna get involved in the drama here of what's unfolding in YouTube chat. We're not a large enough channel to have to worry too much about that. Alright. But in the meantime, though, we do have Poliwhirl. Just doing some switch training against these Pokemon because they will definitely knock out the Vulpix. And I'd like to avoid that because it needs as much experience as it can get at this point. Yeah, no, that does make sense, Al, because yeah, you do tend to bring up Al quite a bit, the Mook. Yeah, so I would say it's probably best not to continue bringing somebody up who might not want to speak with you, you know? If there's clearly some discourse happening. Yeah, so yeah, let's reel it back in, and let's just focus on the stream, or, you know, whatever might be happening and going on. Let's keep the vibes cozy, I'd say. It's probably the best approach. Actually, here on Route 7, yeah, there's an item here. The Waper Berry. It's a very funny name. It's like there's always like those gaps and stuff in the fences, and I'm like thinking, oh, there's got to be an item behind them. But I think that's pretty much it for this area. We'll see more of the same, like Vulpix, Sandshrew, and probably Meowth and like Pidgey or something. So here in good old Saladon City, it's infested with a bunch of Team Rocket members, so we'll be on the lookout for that, because there is a battle with a Team Rocket member that can take place. And I think I'm prepared for that, because I'll just have my Vulpix out in front. And wow, this is actually pretty cool. Everybody's at like level 29. So maybe I'm not as over-leveled as I thought I was. Because I think Erica's top Pokemon is like level 29. And oh, hot chocolate vibes. Oh, that sounds delicious. A good cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows. Oh my gosh. Which I'm looking forward to having some coffee after the stream. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm one of those types of people that enjoys a lot of cream and sugar in my coffee. And it's pretty much like having a hot chocolate because of how much sugar is inside of it. And oh, this guy talks about stones. Interesting. Yeah, where he has a Poliwrath, because he evolved his Poliwhirl using a water stone. Oh yeah, and mentioning of the Sylph Scope, very good. Alright, let's cut down this tree, because there's some hidden items around the city. Such as that Pee-Pee Up. Awesome. What am I using to play on? So this is an analog pocket, which lets me play my LeafGreen cartridge. So I have the actual cartridge, but not a Game Boy. I'm using the analog pocket to replace the Game Boy. And then the analog pocket has a docking station that has like an HDMI cord and everything, so I can connect any kind of controller to it, because I'm using my Switch Pro controller. And it's hooked into my capture card, which is hooked into my computer and my television. And so, yeah, the analog pocket is pretty solid, but has caused me a few issues, where there's like a sleep mode function on the analog pocket, and I've accidentally hit that button a few times, and it's deleted my save file. So I've got to be very careful. Alright, interesting. Don't think I've been in this place before. This doesn't seem very familiar. It's like a hotel of some kind. Yeah, I mean, it is, like, these days, it feels fancy, because, like, the current video setting I'm using for the analog pocket is, like, this sharpened version of the game. Like, it's almost like an emulator, because emulators have all these different types of, like, filters for the game, where the game did not look like this when we were younger, when this game came out. Whoa, what did this guy just say? What are you staring at? Get lost or I'll punch you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these Team Rocket members don't mess around. But yeah, so it feels very fancy just having this analog pocket and having this setting on that makes everything look more crisp, I guess. Oh, and this is the gym. Interesting. I forgot it was behind the cut tree. I don't want to go into the gym quite yet, but I do want to talk to this guy, because I remember this guy. I mean, this guy's like Pez. This gym is great. It's full of women. Oh my gosh. But I don't want to go in the gym quite yet, because there is something I still want to do here. But let's see real quick. Is Pez here? Oh, I see what you're saying, Gaz. Oh, yeah. So more Team Rocket members, and this guy's very feisty. Oh, well, this guy gives us some pretty interesting information. Don't touch the poster at the game corner. There's no secret switch behind it. Yeah, we'll see about that, won't we? Alright, catch you later. Looking forward... well, thank you for joining Husband Eric. It has been very nice. A fantastic pleasure to have both of you in here. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to chatting with you all. Or with you, if you're the only one leaving. At some point down the road. So thank you so much for the gifts and everything. It's been very nice to have you around. Now, I remember there being something of interest here at the old cafe area, this restaurant. Oh, that's what this is. Yes, the coin case. Yes, fantastic. So now we can gamble. It's like I might have to DM DL to get them in here. Yeah. Well, actually, there's no roulette table here, so I think it's just slot machines. So it's not the exciting game corner, unlike the Hoenn one. Alright, so in here, we have a bunch of gamblers. And I don't remember if in this game there's like a lucky slot machine. But I won't participate too much with this. Yeah, because I'm out of coins. I don't have any coins to use. But you can see the slot machine and like the different icons. It's very cute. It's very cool. And this might be the poster that that Team Rocket member was talking about. I know if you talk to more of these NPCs, and even if you just like click the A button as you walk around the place, you can pick up coins and get more coins that way. But I will not do that. I'll just buy coins. Alright, so we can exchange our coins for prizes next door. And then this person gives us coins. Okay. So we'll need 4,000 coins for the thing that I need dearly. I very badly need this TM. So we're going to be wasting, well, not wasting, but spending a lot of our money in exchange for coins. And exactly right, this is like the casino, basically. Okay. It's a shame you can't do this in bulk. That would be really nice. But yeah, there's 4,000 coins now. We still have $25,000 left. I mean, I guess I shouldn't round since these are intervals of $10,000, but yeah, it's we still have some money left over. Anyways, the reason why I wanted the coins is because at the prize corner, you could buy some TMs. I believe TM13 is Ice Beam. TM23 is Iron Tail. 24 is Thunderbolts. 30 is Shadow Ball. And I think 35 is Flamethrower. Let's see. TM13, yeah, that's Ice Beam. Perfect. So I'd like to buy Ice Beam of all TMs. Might be wondering, well, we don't have a Ice type. You know, would that be for Gyarados? I wonder. Let's go to our TM case. Let's open that up. Use the good old Ice Beam. We're actually going to teach that to Wigglytuff. And thank you for the follow, Aiden. Very nice of you to follow over on TikTok. And I always laugh because of that sound clip that plays. It still makes me laugh after all this time. But yes, we're going to teach Wigglytuff Ice Beam to finally utilize its special attack stat and its modest nature. So we're going to keep Rollout and Defense Curl for now. And Sing I haven't used, but we'll keep that. I'm going to replace Pound with Ice Beam. So Wigglytuff is super affected by that Ice Beam there. Very interesting. Yes, exactly, Gaz. Wiggly ass, yes. Alright. So let's take a look at its stats. So yeah, its special attack stat is 57. It's still not super high or anything like that. Like, Wigglytuff really doesn't have great stats outside of its hit point stat. But I do like the idea of having a Wigglytuff that is a special attacker that can also set up screens. So we're not quite done with the moves that we're going to obtain here in Celadon, but I do want to show off these other prize corners. We can purchase Pokemon using coins: Abra, Clefairy, Pinsir, Dratini, and Porygon. If I weren't using Wigglytuff, then I would probably end up using Porygon, because I like Porygon. But they both accomplish pretty much the same thing. And then this person has hold items. So the Smoke Ball is very handy. It lets you just run away from wild Pokemon battles. Miracle Seed, Charcoal, and Mystic Water I would like to get at some point, because those items help boost the power of certain types of moves. And I think the Yellow Flute cures confusion in battle. And it's like a repeatable item that never breaks, basically. It's something like that. But we'll be back for more TMs, because I would like to get the Thunderbolt TM at some point. But that won't be for another couple $10,000s of dollars. Alright, so let's see what's in here. The Celadon Mansion. I don't remember what's in here. I'm actually going to save my game real quick. Because I always get nervous with the game having problems based off of the other problems we've had. But I don't remember what's in the mansion, so that's why I'm kind of exploring a little bit. Celadon Mansion Manager's Suites, okay. With a nice Clefairy guarding the entrance. Shouldn't spend all your money on drinks, okay. Try this instead. Oh, some tea! Okay, perfect. This is exactly why we would have to come to this place. To get some tea. Because there have been many security guards at gates. Speaking of security guard, this Clefairy is basically a security guard. But, yeah, there have been many security guards at the gates in between certain routes and towns that are very thirsty. And so that tea will help kind of solve that problem. I actually quite like the design of this place. It's very, very nice. Speaking of cozy. But again, I don't remember what else is in here. I'm sure there's something else. Oh yeah, aren't these guys like the people who've worked on the game? Yeah, like this guy wrote the story. Isn't Erica cute? Oh gosh, I like Misty. Oh well, I'm not. Oh, I'm avoiding that guy. He seems a little strange. Oh, this is the graphic artist. He drew us. Yes, that makes sense. And this guy's the programmer. He programmed us. Oh, they don't give him, extra flavor text. That's too bad. Is that right? This is the game designer. Filling up your Pokedex is tough, but don't quit. When you finish, come tell me. Yes, he gives us a certificate. And I forget which Pokemon game it is. I want to say it's Black and White. You can actually battle the game designer. And have a little battle with him. And it's very nice. I like that little detail in Black and White. I'm thinking, is it Black and White or Black and White 2? It's one of those games, but we can't access the other side of this area quite yet. And also, I don't plan on completing my Pokedex or anything during this playthrough. We'll beat the main story, and maybe battle the Elite Four the second time. I'm not too sure. Let's see. You could do with hot tea right now. Yeah, well, you know, we were talking about hot chocolate and coffee earlier. It's like I wouldn't mind some of that myself. You're distinctive. I suppose that would be a way of describing you, Mook. It was also black and white when they introduced the shiny charm. Yes, that's right. Yeah, because in Gen 4 they didn't have that. It's like people would just use the Poke Radar to increase their odds the most. Besides the Masuda method. What's this kid doing? Got a coughing in Cinnabar, yes. Very nice. Oh yes, the Celadon department store. We'll head on in here, because I think there's... Yeah, there's a few things we need here. So, the first floor is the service counter, Trainer's Market. Second floor, which I think has the vitamins. Third floor, TV game shop. What the hell's that? Wise Man Gifts. Drugstore? Oh gosh. Okay, so drugstore would probably be the vitamins. They probably wouldn't use drugstore these days, even though it's a, very common term for, like, pharmacies, basically. Alright, so what's here? Because I'm clearly completely off. Oh, the TM merchant. Very nice. We could rock a Hyper Beam if we wanted to. We could put that on Banana. That'd be pretty cool. We have Dig, which is very nice. Brick Break. Fantastic TM. Secret Power, Attract. Yeah, probably Brick Break's the best TM here. Like, I kind of want to get Hyper Beam, because I love that, like, sense of being a kid again, and just, like, using the most powerful moves on Pokemon. But I know I shouldn't. But I really want to. It's just a lot of money, too. Don't know what this guy has. He has... Yeah, the standard stuff. Super Repels, that's actually really useful. But no, I'm good. Again, there is a point of interest here, so I'm kind of browsing, but also I know what I want. And I love how when these characters like turn their head, they're still like facing forward to display their Game Boy Advance. And we're being told about original trainers on these summary screens. Oh, this guy teaches counter. Interesting. Suppose counter could be used on Wigglytuff, but I'm good. Sometimes it's hard to use like counter and mirror coats. Oh yeah, and this guy answers the question earlier, Gaz. Although you basically answered your own question immediately after asking it. But yeah, Haunter, this is how you find out Haunter is a traded Pokemon. Alright, let's see here. Kangaskhan for Haunter. Interesting trade. Yeah, so we're being told about, like, trainer information on the summary screens of, your Pokemon's pages when you're looking at them. And yeah, if, like, Gaz started up a save file and I traded with Gaz somehow, his information would be quite different than mine. Alright, let's see what's on this floor. Mail and the Pokédoll, which is kind of useful. And the stones, yes. We will need a Firestone. Because I don't know when we would naturally get one playing through the story. And actually, since we're here, let me sell some stuff. So we do have that pearl that we picked up in the rock tunnel. And as Elle pointed out, this one is the cheapest sellable item. So $700, which is more than I thought it would be, so that's pretty nice. 2 nuggets, which gives us $10,000. We'll get rid of the X accuracy for now, because I don't want to use items in battle. But X accuracy is an amazing item. I just want to put that out there. And I guess we can keep everything else for now. I think off-stream I will probably get some more money by battling trainers and raising up the Pokemon in our PCs. Oh yeah, I love this performance enhancers, or sentence enhancers from SpongeBob. Yeah, so this guy's talking about the different drugs in this game. the different things that can increase the stats of your Pokemon. So, very helpful items. These days, I mean, you can get these pretty easily. You can get money so easily in Scarlet and Violet. Because I remember, like, catching a brand new, like, shiny Pokemon I wanted. Like, I think I did that with, like, a shiny Azumarill. And I trained it up and leveled it up to get a shiny Azumarill. And I used a bunch of vitamins on it. It was a good time. Just to get it prepared for raid battles. But anyway, we finally reached the top of the department store, which is where we can find vending machines. I just purchased fresh water. I'm going to purchase this soda pop. And I'm going to purchase this lemonade. Yeah, Azumarill is awesome. I love Azumarill too. Like, this is a plan I have in the back of my mind. Because I was going to say, if I do this, I will do this. But eventually I would like to play through Pokemon Emerald on stream. And I'd like to use only Johto Pokemon. So it's like this playthrough in LeafGreen, I'm using Pokemon I really have never used before in this gen. And so in Emerald, I'd like to use Johto Pokemon, because I never use Johto Mons when playing through the Hoenn region. And so Azumarill would be one of those Pokemon I'd use. But basically, what we ended up doing here is we purchased all of these soda from the vending machine, or different types of drinks. They're not all soda. And we could exchange these drinks with this little girl who will give us TMs. And it's a one-time only type of thing. Which is kind of unfortunate, because Reflect and Light Screen are pretty useful, but since we have these now, let's go back to the TM case. It's open. I'm going to teach, I guess Light Screen's the first one up. Light Screen to Wigglytuff. Which pretty much puts a damper on certain things. Because we won't be able to use Rollout and Defense Curl. That's too bad. I guess for now, I'll use Light Screen, and I won't use Reflect yet. Until I get enough money to purchase Thunderbolt, because Thunderbolt would replace Rollouts, and Reflect will replace Defense Curl. Now we have Safeguard, which is a TM I would probably never use, but I want to use it during this playthrough. Vulpix learns Safeguard at level 33, but I don't want to wait until level 33 to evolve my Vulpix. Because level 29 is torturous enough. But yes, I'd like to teach Vulpix Safeguard, and we'll get rid of Quick Attack of all moves. And exactly, right, we're giving sugary drinks to a kid. Yeah, it's a very sinister sounding thing, but it was all good. They gave us very expensive items in exchange for the sugary drinks. Alright, I'm just going to reorganize my moves, and now we pretty much have the endgame moveset for Vulpix / Ninetales. We just need Flamethrower, which we get in 2 levels, and then we'll be good. So I suppose I could use Rare Candies, too, on Vulpix, but we do have the Rocket stuff to take care of. So I think I'll go ahead and do that, because I think you can do it before taking on Erica. I mean, they really don't, and I should be taking the elevator at this point. So we'll go to the first floor. And then, whatchamacallit? Just pulling up some things. There we go. Actually, I wonder what Drowsy gives us in the way of effort values. Special defense. Interesting. Alright. Alright, so we'll take on the Team Rocket subplot in this town, and then fight Erica afterward, because I think you can do it this way. which would be over here. Because again, there's this suspicious poster thing in the game corner. Alright, and he's guarding this poster. Interesting. Yeah, exactly, taking on the Mafia. That's exactly what we're doing here in the Kanto region. The Kanto Mafia. Alright, Will-O-Wisp would actually be kind of useful if this lands on Raticate. Oh, Scary Face. That is quite scary, actually. Because I don't think Raticate gets Guts. I think that's its hidden ability later on. Alright, it's really prepping us, so... There's the good old Will-O-Wisp. And let's try Confuse Ray, maybe? Let's hope this works. Because I really would like Vulpix to be able to take on things on its own to get to level 29. But it's very difficult when its best move is Ember. Or I guess best attacking move is Ember. Alright, so I think one more Ember should do it. As it quick attacks, and only 12 damage. Okay, that's not bad. Cool. And that's after a Tail Whip as well. Alright, awesome stuff. Zubat is next. Funnily enough, I kind of want to switch out. But I'll stay in. Okay, it's just going to use Leech Life. That's perfect. So I was kind of fearful after getting Tail Whipped. It's like, yeah, my defense is kind of low. But yeah, we're going to be okay, it seems. See, now, I wonder what the other people in this casino are thinking. Because it's like, you know, we're having this battle in the middle of everywhere, you know? Oh, he just, like, disappeared. Interesting. Yeah, there's a Switch behind the poster. Yes, a Nintendo Switch. This game was ahead of its time. Which reveals the Rocket Hideout here. Oh, you can actually run in here, too. That's awesome. Cool. Now, I have no idea what types of trainers we're going to be fighting. I can only imagine. That's obviously a joke. We're going to be fighting tons of Team Rocket members. And I should probably switch. We'll go with Sand Slash for now. Yeah, good stuff. I think switch training our way to victory will be the way to go for now. Unless we find some more, like, Zubat or Rattata or something. Or Rattata. Alright, let's switch back to Sand Slash. Good old Brick Break, doing some good damage here. Hey, level 28, nice. Hell yeah. And level 30 for Sand Slash. Ooh, there's an item here. One escape rope. It's all complicated words and numbers that make no sense. It's like me looking at anything every day of my life. Oh, and this computer is also the same. Interesting laptop and desktop at the same table there. Alright, so that doesn't lead anywhere. Interesting hallway, that's strange. Alright, let's see what this guy has in store for us. Nice, it's the pre-evolution of Pez. We'll switch out. We'll send out Banana. This good old Gyarados has Bite. That'll be pretty handy. I suppose something we could do at some points would be getting Ice Beam for Gyarados. Even though it doesn't have good special attack, it's still something to kind of round out its moveset. Especially since we'll be seeing Dragonites at the end of the game. And it would be nice to be able to counter those with a few different Pokemon at least. Ooh, Machop. We haven't seen a Machop in a while. Yeah, I'm fine just keeping out Gyarados. That nose, or is it because it's creepy? Well, you know, I'll let the audience decide that one, Gaz. But, yeah, it's just, you know, it's a little strange at times what it likes to do with that yo-yo, which actually is like kind of like Skelet, but Skelet's awesome. So, all right, so that's a wall that we can't get past. Interesting. All right, so we came down with the left stairs, so we'll go down further. And we'll see what's in here. Oh, moving platforms. Lovely. Alright, so level 17 Zubat. Hopefully Vulpix can knock this thing out with no problem. Alright, that works. Supersonic finally misses. And we are in the clear. So good stuff. And coughing, we'll go with Gyarados again. And a poison gas, oh my gosh. That's gonna be annoying. I wonder if we can use Dig to get out of this place. So I don't necessarily have to right now or anything like that, but let's actually switch to Sandslash then if we're poisoned. But it's just, I hate being poisoned, and it's like, well, I can get rid of that by just going back to a Pokemon Center. But I feel like we're just gonna get poisoned again at some point soon. Because there's tons of poison types in here. So we'll just kind of wait it out a little bit. If we're going back to Zubat, we'll send out Vulpix again. That would be good. Oh wow, 2 misses by Supersonic. I'm actually very surprised by that. So it seems like anytime the AI has been using Supersonic, they always land it. Alright, so Eradicate, level 17. We'll use Confuse Ray because we outspeed. I'm gonna try going, well, I guess we don't really need to go for Will-O-Wisp. So let's just spam Ember from this point. Yeah, Grimer's pretty awesome. And hey, we burned anyway. Awesome. So yeah, Tackle only did 6 damage. That is the beauty of inducing burn on your opponents. But yeah, Grimer's pretty cool. Little jerky blob, exactly. It's like he said, I surrender. And there's a time where SpongeBob does that, where he thinks Mr. Krabs is a robot. Ooh, that's going to be very annoying, the poison effect. You know what, maybe I will use an antidote. Nah, but I'm so cheap. You know what, I'm going to go... Yeah, let's escape and head back to Celadon, to the Pokemon Center. we didn't even make it far in the rocket hideout anyway. But anyway, the I surrender thing. So there's this time where SpongeBob thinks like Mr. Krabs is a robot. And so SpongeBob is like on edge the entire episode, and he's like flipping patties. He's just doing his normal job, but he's nervous, right? And so I think it's the fryers, because he's cooking fries too in the background. Like they go off because the fries are done. And he shouts, "I surrender!" You know, puts his arms up. Just from hearing that beep of the fryer. It's so good. Yeah, exactly. That's the beep boop boop bop episode. Well, let's see. Man, those tiles move fast. What I'm realizing is both of these just lead to the same path. Alright, let's slowly walk through here. Another X speed. And yes, that's exactly right. He's talking to the radio DJ, Mr. Krabs is. Oh, another Moonstone. Having a bit of a Bev moment there. Well, I don't know if I should have said their name, but anyway, yeah, very interesting noises. Yeah, there's a taunt. Yeah, taunt's pretty good, but we won't use that during this playthrough. Alright. So I think the only way to go would be the far right platform for now. Because that one would lead us back to the exits. This one would just send us in a kind of a loop. So we'll do this one. Yeah, again, that's the loop again, though. Oh, so we'll go down here, then. And that'll send us to the exit. So we'll go ahead and do this one, then. Yeah, there we go. It was more of a goom... Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It might have been more of a goom... like a glurp noise. Alright, so I think we've collected all the items now, so we can just leave this very interesting area. I think we could just use this. Oh wait, no, we need to go down those stairs. Oh gosh. Or into that little room down there. Let's see what's over here, though. Oh, this is where we came from. Okay. And so we need to see what's down here. Could just be a little side room type of area. Oh, because we have even more platforms and stuff. Alright, so we'll fight this guy. Because he might have something interesting for us. Oh, very nice, Gaz. Shiny Dratini. It's very lovely shiny. Ooh, a Machop. Interesting. I guess we'll just go ahead and Ember Spam. So I'm not as excited about burning this Machop. I guess it doesn't matter because it's using Seismic Toss, but Machop has Guts. So whenever it's inflicted by some kind of status condition, like burn, poison, or paralysis, it actually doubles its attack stat. So let's get Vulpix out of there. I guess, yeah, we'll continue using Banana. Can either be a Dratini or a Dragonair. Very nice. I love both of those Pokemon, but I don't care much for Dragonite. I just realized we're almost at level 30 for Gyarados. And I don't remember what its level 30 learn move is, because it learns moves every 5 levels, which is really cool. I like how they did that. Because it makes it feel like more important somehow, when the levels don't seem random. Oh, TM21 Frustration. For some reason I've always thought of Frustration as a Gen 4 move. But yeah, Frustration does more power, does more damage. if your Pokemon dislikes you. Like, the more it dislikes you, the more damage Frustration is going to do. So it's the perfect move for Pez's Pokemon. Okay, so we're pretty much just trapped on this side. So what we're going to need to do is get out of here again. So I'm pretty excited that we got that rare candy, by the way. It's really nice. Our best bet would be to use this platform. And then let's see, you're just hoping for a shiny alpha. For me, it's a Pogo move. Oh yes, right, exactly, from the Pokemon you catch from Team Rocket Grunts. That's exactly right. I forgot all about that, Gaz. But yes, Frustration is a very significant move in Pokemon Go. And not in the good way either. It's a very annoying move. Alright, sadly we only have 20 hit point left, or else I would keep it out, but I shouldn't. I really need Vulpix to get that last chunk of experience. Alright, so let's send out Banana. And we will hopefully bite our way to victory. But yeah, I haven't heard about Frustration in a long time. Holy shit. That brings me back. Actually, it's been a long time since I played Pokemon Go. I think it's been almost a year at this point. I sadly don't see myself getting back into it. Probably ever again, but it was fun while it lasted for sure. Met a lot of great people playing Pokemon Go. Ooh, maybe we can do a Pokemon Go send-off stream, where I look at my Pokemon Go account and then transfer everything to home. Because actually I should do that. I would like to actually hang on to those Pokemon that are Shadow Pokemon that I like always use when I would play Pokemon Go. And I'd like to use them in like a main game. Like send them the Sword and Shield and get like ribbons and stuff in that game. And then send them over to Scarlet and Violet and get ribbons in that game. So we're getting tons of items in here, actually. Yeah, been a bit quiet due to ZA being released. Yeah, that makes sense, you know. Playing the brand new game that came out in place of that. So yeah, I don't blame you for that. Yeah, it would be kind of an awesome idea. Alright, we'll switch out to good old Banana. Oh gosh, as it self-destructs. Oh, and it gets a crit. Oh man, I wonder if Gyarados would have survived that. Oh, that's really too bad. But hey, Vulpix is level 29. Trying to learn Flamethrower. Yes, that is exactly what we want. So that will replace Ember. Yeah, and I'd imagine so, because I'm sure the DLC will introduce some new areas and stuff. I don't think the game said what's going to be sent out next. Or I may have just completely missed that. But let's test out this Flamethrower. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Phenomenal stuff. Oh, one-hit knockout. What an upgrade over Ember. That's so nice. And you know what'll make this even nicer? This guy drops the lift key, poops it out of his pants. Fantastic, we get that. But, well, I guess that's pretty important. But I was going to say, more importantly, we're going to use the Firestone. Oh, that is awesome. We have a Ninetales now. Fantastic Ninetales. We also have the black glasses. I'm going to give that to Gyarados, even though it's fainted. To boost the power of Bite. Yes, exactly, Gaz. Horny. Exactly. Yes. Because this thing is not the most impressive Pokemon, you know, statistically, but it's awesome. You know, obviously its design, but also the strategy. I think this will be kind of fun to use. Because I think this will be the, like, endgame moveset for it. I don't anticipate ever changing these moves. And actually, let's compare, real quick. Let's compare its stats to some of the other team members. Yeah, so it's pretty much on par with Wigglytuff, with its special attack. But yeah, Sandslash is quite powerful physically, as is Gyarados, which really hasn't had a chance to show off that physical attack stat. Ivysaur is kind of in the middle of the road, and then we have Meowth hanging out. Oh, that's awesome. He used the Ninetales and Sword. Very cool. I remember in Sword using a Doug Trio, which I had never used in any game before. And it was kind of fun, using like an older Pokemon in a new Pokemon game. You get to see the power creep. But yeah, I know this isn't the way to get to the end of this particular area. Just wanted to go heal up and get my Gyarados back on track. Love how they're all in regular Pokeballs. Exactly, Gaz. I do have that need for speed, but also need to catch everything in Pokeballs. There are no Premier Balls in this game, because if I were insane and shiny hunting in this particular game, I would want to capture the Pokemon in Premier Balls. Which is kind of funny, I would actually have to like import the Premier Balls from like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald and trade them over. But yeah, that's cool though, always trying to use one old Pokemon. And that's good stuff. Oh, what's this machine down here? This looks very suspicious. Oh, Pokemon Printer. Okay. Print your Pokemon on the back of your trainer card. Oh, that's cool. Well, I don't have my full team yet. Because I don't plan on using that Meowth, you know, to the end of the game or anything. So I think for now, we need to go down there. And I didn't go down there earlier. Well, let's just kind of ease our way. Which would be here. Then you have no choice but to go there. And then you would have to go here. Oh, and we need to go down there. Oh, interesting. I messed that up. Because I got confused there. But that's fine. So what we want is this top one. That will take us here. And there's a nice elevator here. Guess we'll go to the first floor. It's like I'm not necessarily lost, I'm just kind of exploring, because I'm like curious what else they have hiding around here. But there's a Grimer against our Ninetales. Look at this behemoth of a Pokemon. Oh, that's so cool. And that's right, you get to play as the Eevee or the Pikachu, depending on which version you're playing. That's right. You get to run around in the vents and spy on Team Rocket and stuff. But coughing, I mean, I guess at this point we no longer need to switch train. Ninetales is on its own now. So we'll just kind of roll with whatever. Oh man, see that's what I love about the old games. It's like that sense of struggling to take out like a level 20 Raticate like just an hour ago on the stream. And then here we are now, just doing some massive damage. Oh, and this led us to the, yeah, it's the main entrance, so that's cool. But yeah, now we're a full-on, you know, beast of a Pokemon. With Ninetales. So yeah, the second floor is where we need to go, I think. But let's see what this fourth floor is. So you have some more things here. Oh, calcium. Oh, okay. Very nice. Calcium increases, well, it provides you with some effort values. 10 effort values for special attack. Which would be great for Ninetales, but also for Wigglytuff and Ivysaur. Or Eric, as I should say now. And yeah, the old flamethrower animation is awesome. Yeah, I guess we'll go with Ninetales. We'll give it the calcium. Yep, so our special attack stat increased. Ever so slightly, but is well worth using that. No, I don't think I'll name my Wigglytuff that. I think I'll keep it somewhat clean with the names and stuff. And it's like I don't want to be like Pervo Jonathan, you know? Alright, Sand Slash is next. Yeah, let's swap. Let's use our own Sand Slash, actually. I think that'd be kind of cool. Actually, I should use Ivysaur, because we haven't used Ivysaur in a while. And I stopped using Ivysaur because it was so high of a level. Compared to my other Pokemon. But now everybody's all caught up. Oh, brings a tear to my eye. Not really, we're not playing Red Dead 1, so that's not gonna happen here. But anyway. Man, Sand Slash is a bit resilient there. Alright, that takes care of that. And then Ekans. Send out Banana. And we'll get to see these black glasses in action here. Because Intimidate on us doesn't really matter, because we're using Bite anyway. But yeah, that's not too bad. It's a Bite Off, apparently. Cool. One of the Scarlet and Violet stories is pretty emotional. Oh, is it the one with the guy eating the wheat sandwiches with his dog? Is that the one, Gaz? Oh, okay, it is that one, yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah, I don't know. It just... Nah. I think his name is Arvin. Oh, watch Poison Sting poison me. Okay, thankfully it didn't. And nice flinch there. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll find out what this level 30 move is, because I'm very curious. What do we have in store for Gyarados? Leer. It's a very uneventful move. It's better than Splash, though, I'll tell you that much. Sandshrew, yeah, we'll keep out Banana, that's fine. He wanted to save his dog. He has no parents. The dog is the only thing he has, that's right. But what takes me out of it, though, is that... I mean, I don't know, it's just... I don't want to make this like a GTA 5 thing. See, I'm getting all stuttery because it's like, well, I don't want to bash the game, basically. It's just, I don't know, I wasn't really drawn into it, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I'm more of a cat person anyway. Alright, we will swap out against Arbok, though, because I would like to use Dig on Arbok, even with the Intimidate. Should be fine. Actually, what time is it? 12:23. I could probably keep going for another half hour or so. These Pokemon streams haven't been as long as the GTA streams. Even though I feel like this type of game is easier to play for longer periods of time. Oh. Let's go into the basement area, which sounds kind of weird. Oh, this is the basement area. Let's go to the second floor and see what was beyond those stairs, because I didn't go up those stairs. But I've been having like later starts to these streams, which is purely accidental. Just kind of how my schedule's been working out with waking up on the weekends and stuff, but it's a little unfortunate because I would like to play these games for longer periods of time, but I also don't want to cut into kind of what we typically do on the weekends and stuff. Alright, yeah, we'll just let Ninetales just sweep. Who would have thought? Oh, fantastic. See, that's the thing about this game, too. It's like I've constantly had, like, a smile on my face while playing through this. Because, you know, GTA has, like, a proper story to it. You know, you get these real high moments, these low moments. A lot of low moments when you're playing GTA 4, you know. And in a good way, too. And Red Dead, for that matter. But this has been nice in its own way. We're actually at the point now where I have to stop using Ninetales, because it's just gaining so many levels. But it's like the other day, like I was genuinely like cheering and getting excited for certain things happening. I remember someone on my Animal Crossing videos left a comment. I don't remember who the person was. They had said something like they liked my Animal Crossing videos more because of like the genuine enthusiasm that came with them. Because with Grand Theft Auto, it's like almost all scripted, like what I'm saying or what I want to say. Actually, let's use Eric here. And it's like, you know, I get that, and I see it myself, actually, when I'm playing these games. It's like, it's not that I don't enjoy playing Grand Theft Auto, it's just that there's less of a reason to be excited about certain things, I guess. Unless I were, like, speedrunning, I guess, but... Oh gosh, this is gonna take a little while, but maybe Razor Leaf would be the better option here. Assuming it lands. Yeah, it might not land, considering Grimer is used to minimize. There we go. I think the thing too about Pokemon is that there's so much downtime compared to, well, maybe downtime's not the right word for it. But let me actually read your comment first before I expand on my thoughts. Each Pokemon playthrough is different even though it's the same game. Yeah, exactly right, because you have all these different combinations of Pokemon that you could potentially use. We'll just use Ninetales right now. But yeah, exactly. So each playthrough does feel quite different, especially with the Pokemon you catch, where it's like, oh, I found this thing right away, where this one took a little while to find. It's like that actually kind of happened even within this stream, where my first save file got deleted by the Analog Pocket. And so I had to like recatch everything. And so certain Pokemon took, you know, a few more attempts to find than other ones. So even with that, you know, you have some variation. And oh, DL, the champ, is here. Welcome, DL. I hope you're doing well. I think we just need to fight this guy now. So really, this room only held a super potion, or a hyper potion, I mean. Okay, we fought that guy. Alright, so we're pretty much done with this place then. Awesome. Oh, and DL, perfect timing. Because we're about to fight the big bad boss of this area. Yeah, for this we'll use myself. Although I should save just to be safe. I don't think the big bad boss is going to knock us out or anything. Where's Lavender Town? Yeah, well, we'll be heading back there actually. Funny you mentioned that. So I must say, I repressed your capture. Okay, I won't read his text like that. But yes, this is the leader of Team Rocket, Giovanni. Who sadly doesn't have special music. But he is holding like a Master Ball, you see that? That looks like a Master Ball anyway. Which is actually really badass. Alright, but he starts off with Onyx, which isn't very good. Yeah, exactly, this is the final part, DL. No, I'm just at the end of this area, and, jeez, Razor Leaf is now becoming the new tackle, where I'm just missing with Razor Leaf. Like crazy. Oh my gosh. Alright, next up is Rhyhorny, as Gaz might say. based off of your other comments. And yes, I become the boss if I win. Oh, could you imagine? You become the new team leader of Team Rocket. Oh, Kangaskhan, interesting. Out of curiosity, what does Kangaskhan give me? Let me see. Kangaskhan gives 2 hit points, 2 hit point effort values. That's pretty cool. I suppose I should use Sand Slash for this, but this is fine too. Let's use Sleep Powder. Oh, Fake Out. It's actually a really good move for Kangaskhan. Because it actually gets stabbed from that. Wow, it's faster than me too. Good lord. Yeah, he's only got 3 Pokemon, but this Kangaskhan has Mega Punch. And it's fast, it outspeeds me. I was hoping to seed it here, but I guess that isn't going to happen. It's using Bites. Hey, at least Leech Seed landed there. Alright, let's try putting it to sleep again. Because now we're going to switch out to Sandslash and try getting off some brick breaks on this thing. Yeah, exactly right. We're going to get that Persian Pokemon after defeating Giovanni. Claim the throne. I love that. So there's actually such a nice Pokemon card. That's like Japanese exclusive. It's done, like, it's a more modern card, but it's done in the old art style of, like, the classic Pokemon cards from, like, Gen 1, where it's Giovanni sitting on his throne, basically, with a Persian to his, like, left, and he's, like, petting the Persian, but he's looking very sinister. He's, like, in a dark room. Oh, it's just such a cool card. And here's the Silph Scope, as Giovanni just teleports out of here. Oh, it's just so, like, that is my, like, dream card right there. Like, that is so beyond most people's price ranges. It's like a $10,000 plus card. Yeah, actually, I'd like to find it to show you, DL, because I think you'd get a kick out of it. I know Gaz is aware of, like, what card it is, because I remember Max Mofo opened up the Team Rocket box that had that card and a Jesse and James card that I think has Meowth on it too. Which, by the way, DL, we are in the casino here in this game because Team Rocket's secret base is in the casino. Yeah, for sure. I plan on ending the stream probably in about a half hour or so. So yeah, I'll show you after the stream for sure. I saw your message, Gaz. Yeah, I'd be up for a nice cheeky Friday call. It's fine by me. But let's heal up, because before we head back to Lavender Town, now that we have the Silph Scope, we still need to fight Erica. Actually, I love that in Gen 2, how Giovanni's gone, so there really is no leader after you take him out. He's just gone. And in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they do have a little event for him, which I think is the Celebi event, where if you have the event Celebi, you can go into the Ilex Forest and activate the shrine, and Celebi takes you back in time. Oh, maybe doing a bingo with Joe? Oh, very nice. Yeah, that'd be great. Be good to chat with Joe. It's been a while. Now, before doing anything, I do not want to claim this Eevee. But I will show that it is an Eevee. But I do want to talk to this guy. There's nothing that I don't know. I wrote on the blackboard about the world of Pokemon in your Game Boy Advance. Actually, this is an analog pocket. Sorry, I had to get my nerd voice. Haven't done that in a while. Just sounds more like Goom Coom these days. Oh, pamphlet on TMs. Oh, that's cool. They tell you there's 50 TMs and 7 HMs in the game. I guess there's technically 8 in Gen 3, but there's no dive here. Oh, the wireless adapter? Oh, man. Oh, that takes me back. The wireless adapter that came with your Fire Red and Leaf Green cartridge. Oh my gosh. Oh, I remember that thing, and being so hyped to own one. But as you can see, that's the Eevee. I don't want to name it, and I also don't want to claim it, so I'm gonna restart my game here. But yeah, there's an Eevee there. Funny, we should ask Pez to sponsor your little Pokemon card tour. Kindly ask him to get that Giovanni card. Yes, exactly. And then watch my save files deleted by resetting. Okay. 22 hours. We're approaching 22 hours on the save file. And I've definitely played more than that from constantly resetting when catching Pokemon. Good lord. But yeah, there's the Eevee. I just wanted to show that off. It's the only Eevee in the game. So it's probably advantageous to continuously reset for a female Eevee if you're into breeding your Pokemon. In a non-perverted way, of course, you know, just to get more Eevee later in the game, in the post-game. But alright, the tree to cut down is down here. Yeah, we'd like to cut that down. Oh yeah, and since DL is here, I'll talk to this old man again. Hehe, this gym is great. It's full of women. And he doesn't even, like, turn around to look at you. He doesn't even face you, he just keeps looking through the window. Oh nice, you got a shiny Eevee today? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, oh, I forgot where the guy is, but the normal guy who, like, stands by these statues and, like, gives you advice, he's not here because this is a women's-only area. So they kicked him out of here. I think he's actually at the casino. I'll check again. Yeah, exactly, like DL's uncle, of course. Alright, can I walk on this? I can. Cool. Alright, so there's quite a few battles in this area. Alright, let me close my Kangaskhan tab. Alright, so we have some Bellsprout. Cool. Yeah, we'll just bite our way to victory. Oh, sleep powder, oh gosh. Got me nervous there for a second. Oh, there's poison powder, of course. Seems like Gyarados can't avoid the poison status. And you know what, DL? It gets even better with the actual gym leader. It's a very elegant trainer. That's the second trainer that we've seen today that just says no at the end of the battle. It's very strange, actually. But anyway, let's fight this person. Only real ladies are allowed in the gym, so that's why the that one guy is not here. I like how they do explain that. Because in the anime they mention it too. Where it's like Ash has to dress like a girl in order to gain access to the gym. And then he gets his ass kicked, and probably a bunch of things happen, but... Yeah, exactly. No wonder the old man was peeking through the window. Yeah, I forget if Brock was allowed in there. I forget what they did with him. He may have, like, snuck in through, like, a trash can or something. I'm not too sure. It's like I've always wanted to rewatch the Pokemon anime, but I only ever make it like 20 episodes, because it gets grating after a while. Because of something that Al has pointed out, which speaking of agreeing, I agree with quite a bit, where it's like there's no like learning, like Ash never learns, you know, it's always the same like formula every episode. Which actually, let me switch out to Wigglytuff. So we can test out a different move that I'm very excited to show off. And honestly, it's like that's what most of the Pokemon anime is just a bunch of filler. It's like, oh yeah, here's this flavor of the week character that the gang has to deal with in some way. But yeah, there's the Ice Beam. Oh, it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. No Bellsprout, I'm gonna switch out. Because we don't want those attack effort values on Wigglytuff. you really want to watch it too, you usually watch anime in Japanese, but would probably watch the English. Yeah, I'd recommend the English dub. Just because of the theme song, of course. Oh my gosh. Apparently that guy who sings the theme song, the English theme song, is kind of obnoxious. Because he has, like, you know, I'm not going to blame people for, like, kind of just embracing what they're known for, which is what that guy's known for singing that theme song. Like, he just goes all out with it, and I don't have a problem with that. Like, if I were known for something, maybe I would also capitalize on that as much as I could. But what makes him obnoxious is that he will sign cards for people, and that kind of ruins the value of those cards, right? Because I saw a listing on eBay that someone had posted where it was like a signed Charizard, like base set Charizard that is unlimited. It's not a first edition, it's nothing crazy like that, but it's signed by him. And it's like a card like that, I wouldn't want signed by the guy who sang the English anime intro of Season 1 of Pokemon. It's like if anybody, I would want Arita to sign it, you know, the actual artist of the Charizard base set card. So he does things like that, and it's just he's trying to like force himself onto every little aspect of Pokemon, basically. It's like I want to use Banana, but I shouldn't because it's poisoned. Yeah. Because I remember, I think it was on the Pokemon subreddit. And sorry, I just moved my mic as if I were in a Discord call, so that might have been obnoxious on the stream. But it's like the way it was screenshot was that it said, you know, Charizard signed by so-and-so for $1,000, but then the $1,000 was like crossed out on eBay or whatever, and it was like, new deal, $300. You know, to kind of imply that it's such a deal that we're seeing that it's now listed at $300 instead of $1,000. Oh my gosh. But anyway, weren't you peeking in here earlier? I guess I kind of was, wasn't I? Because I did talk to that old man before heading in to take on Team Rocket and Giovanni. Oh yeah, fair enough, DL. I see what you mean there. But I don't know, it's like a card like a Charizard unlimited card. Like, I know it's unlimited, it's more common than the other Charizard base set cards. But, you know, to just be putting your name on them without anyone wanting you to, it's, I don't know, a little extreme, I think. Considering collecting is pretty big with Pokemon cards. But anyway, I think I got all of those thoughts out. Because I feel a little discombobulated by the poison that happened to Gyarados. It's like I'm trying to think, alright, what is my plan of action here? Oh, and poor Banana fainted. That's happened twice now, actually. Which, by the way, DL, the reason why my Ivysaur is named Ebrick and my Gyarados is named Banana is because there was this very, very nice couple that came in on the TikTok stream. They sent me gifts and stuff, and gave me a bunch of likes and followed me. And it's like, holy, like, this is just awesome what they're doing, you know? And they were very, very nice, had some great comments, and, yeah, they asked if they could be named after the, team members on my team. Yeah, so back down here is where the gym is. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Okay, let's head back in here. So there's 3 more trainers, which we don't need to fight, but I do like fighting all the trainers, because I'm weird like that. Actually, I say things like that, but I feel like we're probably all the same, where we just fight anyone we end up seeing. Like, you know, there's nothing all that strange about what I'm doing. Alright, let's send out Banana the Gyarados again. So I'm sure we're going to see a Bellsprout or two around here. And actually, I could pull up this information. Let me see. Yeah, well, there's obviously a Bellsprout in front of me now, which is nice. But it looks like the remaining trainers don't have any more Bellsprout, so I don't need to lead with Gyarados. And wow, a Super Potion being used by one of the gym trainers. Interesting, I've never seen that before. And then we'll switch because it's an oddish. Go with Ninetales because it's a bit weaker. And I mean weaker, like statistically it's weaker. Oh, Weepin' Bell. So we'll go back to Gyarados. I guess to go back to the pervy comments, it's like, we have Weepin' Bell, well actually no, I won't say it on stream, never mind, I won't say certain things that were mentioned to us in the past by people. Do I plan on using Meowth for the rest of the game for pickup? I think up until we get Magnemite, which is actually going to be pretty soon here. So I think you get Surf against Koga. Like in that general part of the game. But I don't fully remember. Gosh. Yeah, I can't remember, but that's alright. We won't get that far in the stream anyway today, but I would like to use Meowth until we get that final member of the team, basically. Same goes for the Sprout guy. Yeah, exactly, the other one before it. Where there's so many Weepin' Bells and Bellsprouts in this gym. Oh yeah, so that's actually a good question, DL. This is the Grass Trainer gym. So we're gonna see lots of grass Pokemon here. And we will actually see the final evolved form of the Bellsprout and the Weepin' Bell when we face the gym leader here. Get the Charizard Neo. Well, actually, yeah, Charizard would be pretty useful for this gym. Like, very useful, actually. Alright, let's swap out Gyarados, because didn't it get paralyzed? Yeah. Poor Gyarados, man. It just cannot avoid the status conditions. But I guess it's kind of my own fault, because I constantly use it against, against Pokemon that can inflict those types of conditions. Alright, we'll just roll with Ninetales for the rest of these. I really should get a move on instead of constantly trying to optimize, I guess, the effort-value distribution. I feel like I've been getting lazy with that, which is probably a good thing. Ain't Victory Bell James's Pokemon in the anime? Yes, he does. Yeah, they often Victory Bell provides the suck on James. Constantly tries eating James. Kind of like that one thing that happened to Pez recently. But yeah, it's yeah, that's a thing. And it's interesting with James, they always give him like the plant Pokemon. Yeah, exactly right. It's final version there. Yeah, it's like they all have the same like color to them. Same general scheme. Yeah, that's a good point too, Gaz. The Bellsprout line is also poison. Alright, so even though we're down a little bit of PP, I think we will proceed forward here. Even though I'd really love to heal up my Gyarados. Actually, you know what? I think she starts with Victory Bell. And if we're already poisoned or paralyzed, why not just use Gyarados, right? You know? Could do that. But now we'll start with Ninetales. Because Ninetales should outspeed. Let's save our game again. Alright, so, yeah, we're going to take on the gym leader here. Good old Erica. Lovely weather, isn't it? Alright, I won't do that voice. And that is Erica defeated. Yes, you concede defeat, yes. The concede. Oh. Ninetales, what a beast. Although I know Flamethrower is a very powerful move and super effective against those Pokemon, still, Ninetales does not have as much experience through effort values as the other Pokemon do. So I was quite pleased by that. We actually got a low roll on the Vileplume at the end, which is why it survived at full health. The first Flamethrower, but not the second Flamethrower, which is where, like, damage variance comes into play. But yeah, Safeguard was awesome. That is exactly why I wanted Safeguard, because it would protect us against Erica's moves, like Stun Spore and anything else she had. Which I didn't realize that the AI would not recognize Safeguard, and they would continue trying to use certain moves, because that happened with the Victory Bell. It kept trying to use Stun Spore instead of attacking me. And I used Confuse Ray on it because I thought, oh, well, you know, if this thing starts attacking me, it might have, like, Sludge Bomb or something, I don't know. So I don't want that to do too much damage to me, so let's confuse it, maybe slow it down. And then it just kept using Stun Spore anyway. Yeah, Ninetales solos. Thank you for the GG, Big Gaz. Hell yeah. And again, that gym trainer guy, yeah, he's still not here. They didn't let him in, even though we won. And then, yeah, this guy's still pervin. But yeah, you guys might love this little detail, because I'm pretty sure this is the case. We're normally that guy who, gives us encouraging words of advice. He's going to be hanging out at the casino, at the game corner. What does this guy say? I blew it all at the slots. I knew I should have cashed in my coins for prizes. Yeah, exactly. You always cash out when you're ahead. Don't try going for glory. Glory hole is more like it. Because I think this is the guy who's normally in front of the gyms and stuff. Looks like his sprite. Looks like his character model. So I think I may have accidentally spoken to him earlier. But yeah, I'm not sure if that was him or not. Maybe he's at the Pokemon Center? No, these guys don't look like him. I think that was him just hanging out. I may have ruined the moment because I spoke to him earlier and I wasn't really paying attention to what the NPCs were saying. So I think I was talking about how, oh yeah, you could find coins on the ground and then some NPCs give you coins. I think that's what was happening there. But anyway, fantastic stuff. It is tempting to teach... Oh, well, real quick, Meowth has an item. Oh, an Oranberry, nice, okay. It's tempting to teach Eric Giga Drain in place of Razor Leaf, because I love health sapping moves. It's something, like, it even carries over to other games where I love that in Fallout 76. My main weapon in that game is this health sapping weapon called Holy Fire, and it is fantastic. So I love those types of moves. I think that would be great in place of Razor Leaf, but I'm toying with the idea of going full throttle with this thought, where I would teach Solar Beam and Sunny Day to my Ivysaur. Because Sunny Day would not only benefit the Ivysaur, but it would also benefit Ninetales and its Fire-type moves, where Flamethrower would do more damage. So I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with that. But in the meantime, let's make our way on over back to Lavender Town, because we still have a little bit of time. Well, actually, it's exactly like 1 o'clock right now. But this won't take that long, and then I'll end the stream, where we'll take the underground path again, and we'll head back to whatever that entity was that was blocking our path at the Pokemon Tower. And of course, there are hidden items in this area, such as Paraliz Hills and Furze Hills. Well, actually, I think it is just Freeze or Ice Hills. That's what it is, I think. I don't know. There's all sorts of items that help healing those types of status conditions that are hidden in the underground pathway. And did I heal up at the... Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, let's head back and use good old Gyarados. But alright. We'll find out what this entity is now that we have the Sylph Scope. Yeah, that is the theme, DL, of good old Lavender Town. Making many kids crap their pants out of fear back in the day. And maybe even these days. I wonder if like the new generation of Pokemon fans would be put off by that music. Because it's even creepier on the Game Boy Color with the actual Gen 1 games. Red, Blue, Yellow, and Green, I guess. And even the Pokemon Tower music's kind of creepy. It's like you writing that out reminded me of Goom Coom. It's like, oh, I gotta use the bathroom. Oh god. It's just the moment he walks into Lavender Town, he just feels that sensation. Alright, but you really see the benefit of having an Intimidate Pokemon at the front of your party. Because we've only ran into 2 Ghastly up to this point. We'll probably run into quite a few more now that I've pointed this out. But yeah, Intimidate pretty much acts as a shadow tag, or whatever that item was that we picked up here. A spell tag, I think, because shadow tag is the ability. But alright, this is what the Sylph Scope is for. Begone, intruders. The ghost appeared, and it unveiled the ghost's identity. It is a female Marowak. So this is the Marowak that I believe Team Rocket had taken out, we'll say. Which is even sadder in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because you're actually helping out the Cubone that is like the offspring of this Marowak. It's like in that game it's especially sad too, because they have this special cutscene that plays between the Cubone and the Marowak. It's like they're both reaching out for each other, and the Marowak is like trying to jump into the, or I'm sorry, the Cubone is trying to jump into the Marowak's arms, but then the Marowak like vanishes. It's very, very sad. So I guess they do kind of like keep that, they at least kept that in the, I guess, Gen 1 remakes in Generation 8. With Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Now sadly you can't catch that, but it makes sense because it's technically a ghost, so you have to defeat the ghost. And yeah, exactly right, DL. Yeah. Yes indeed. And there's the Ghastly interrupting the moment. But alright, we have some Team Rocket members that likely were the ones that had taken out that Marowak. And I'm still rolling with Banana. Not sure if I want to switch it out for anything else. Yeah, 'cause these are just Zubat anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll keep using Banana, it's fine. But yeah, we'll take care of this final floor, because I think this is the last floor of Pokemon Tower. And then we'll end the stream. For realsies this time. Because the whole purpose of the Pokemon Tower subplot is not only to resolve Team Rocket being here, because they clearly need to be kicked out. But also because we get a very important item by doing this. That is actually relevant to Big Gaz's interests, potentially. And yeah, exactly, DL. This is essentially a cemetery for deceased Pokemon. And actually, let's use Wigglytuff, because I was thinking about using Wigglytuff during the fight against Erica. Wigglytuff was basically my backup plan, which is why I have Ice Beam, because Ice Beam is super effective on Grass-type Pokemon. Now, get this, DL. In Generation 2, they replaced this entire tower. All of these deceased Pokemon's resting spots was completely replaced by a radio station tower. When you revisit the Kanto games in Gen 2. Or, I'm sorry, when you revisit the Kanto region in Gen 2. You can come back to this place and, at least to my memory, it's a radio station tower that, like, mirrors the one that's in Goldenrod. Yeah, exactly, you know. It's like you get all these things. Oh wow, this might not be good. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I know I would have if I made it. Well, if I had the Gen 1 cards in. What am I saying? I'm getting all my words mixed up now. If I would have played the Gen 1 games when I was growing up, and if I had gotten to this point, I probably would be in that same boat. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, look at that. Pokemon are only good for making money. Why not use them? You're still out of our business. You know, I really don't like Team Rocket, and you're not supposed to, obviously. Except Jesse and James, they are somewhat endearing. But anyway, it's like, I do appreciate that they sell Pokemon at the game corner, because it's awesome just being able to purchase a Dratini or an Abra, which is a very annoying Pokemon to catch. Or Porygon. And Clefairy, which is also very annoying to catch, because it's a 1% encounter in Mountain Moon. So it's like some things are still bad, but, you know, I benefit from them, so that makes them good, right? That's clearly how that works. Alright. I think this is the last trainer before we reach the old guy in the at the top of the screen. Wow, you know. It's something like that deal, you know? It's like, actually, you know, it would be great if I had the Strength HM, because that would be good for Gyarados, to be honest. Alright, so with that guy taken care of, I'm not getting away with this. I just defeated their leader, so I mean, clearly I am getting away with this. But yes, this is Mr. Fuji, who was being held up here. Basically kidnapped. Thank you, but I came here of my own free will. Well, never mind, I take it back then. Apparently he was just loitering up here. I came to calm the spirit of Cubone's mother. Okay, well, he had good intentions. Clearly I should read before I speak. I think Marowak's spirit has finally left us, yes. Alright, so he thankfully teleports us out of here. More creepy music, but if we speak to him... Your Pokedex quest is one that requires strong dedication. Without deep love for Pokemon, your quest may fail. Not sure if this will help you, but I'd like you to have it. We get the Pokeflutes. So upon hearing the Pokeflute, sleeping Pokemon will spring awake. And so, we encountered a Snorlax earlier that was not moving, because it was asleep. So, we weren't able to wake it up with anything else. The Pokeflute will wake up the Snorlax. And so that's probably what we'll be doing first thing in the next stream, because I would like to end it here. We're ending where we began, basically, here in Lavender Town. So let me heal up. And I'll probably do some off-stream stuff, or off-screen stuff, by catching some Pokemon that we have been passing by, like Bellsprouts and stuff. Probably catch that. Go back to the Rock Tunnel and try catching Machop and Onix, just to fill out the decks, because actually, let me see here. We currently have 26 Pokemon in the decks. The highest reward from one of Professor Oak's aides requires 50 Pokemon in the Pokedex. Because initially I thought it was what Al had mentioned, because I was on that same like wavelength, where I thought it was 60 to 75, one of those two numbers. but it's actually 50. 50 is the highest. So we need 50 Pokemon to get the final reward from Professor Oak's aides, which is the experience share, which is actually pretty useful. So I would like to get that. So we have 4 gym badges now, so we've made some pretty good progress. So I'm going to save the game here. And hell yeah, I'll also join the good old VC in just a moment. Off-screen gambling, yes. Off-screen mining, exactly. Both of those concepts are on the right track, I think. But anyway, I'll say my goodbyes for today's stream. I'd like to thank the kind folks over on TikTok. I know they're gone now, but old Hannah and husband Eric, which I like that title for Eric over there on TikTok, because they sent over lots of gifts, which I will be looking in to see what exactly that entails, because they look like really cool emojis, but I'm not sure exactly what gifts are. But I appreciate they sent over 31 gifts of various types, which is very, very nice. Tons of likes as well, 230 likes. It is kind of like the Breaking Banquet thing, with the wife Callie thing. Husband Eric in place of wife Kelly and teammate Eric, yes. But anyway, so thank you so much. If you guys are watching the VOD, I really, really appreciate that. It's very kind. And I'm super happy to have named my Gyarados Banana after Hannah, and then of course Ivysaur Eric after husband Eric. So fantastic stuff, and of course anybody else who'd been watching, really appreciate it. And then of course on the YouTube side, mostly great interactions outside of that one moment of weirdness. Hopefully we can cut down on that in the future. I'll have a talk with some folks when they come back into the stream, if they do at some point in the future, and I'll say, hey, maybe we shouldn't talk about certain things if you are unsure if someone likes you or not. You know, you guys kind of get the idea what I'm gravitating towards. Like, you guys are fine, but I'll have a chat with the other person, because I feel like it's kind of being instigated by them in some way. But anyway, with all that being said, thank you guys, though, for sticking around and watching. I really appreciate you guys always joining in, supporting the stream, and all that good stuff. And if there are any other lurkers watching at this point, I do appreciate it greatly. During the next stream, we will continue on with our LeafGreen adventure and pick up where we left off, moving forward past that Snorlax that's asleep. So with that, thank you all for watching once again, and until my next stream, I will see you next time.